Today we're here with my friend Fatima, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. So I'm Fatima Medjoubi-Ter. I am a life coach, and I am the one who invented the game Play Your Life, which is a coaching game, and who became after a few years a book also, Play Your Life. So it's a coaching book.
So you started to write everything in French, right? And then now everything is being translated because you live in the US, and now you're bringing your technique to the US. We actually met, and I did play your game when it was still cards that you had handwritten. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the game. How do you play, and for who is it?
So the game is a coaching game, so it's for everyone, like adults, teenagers, kids. You can play wherever you want, at home. You can play in a corporate environment as well. You can play at school with students. You can play at home with your own family, with your own kids, if you want to. But most of all, it's a professional tool, so it's used by coaches, psychologists, therapists, even managers who are using it to help people fulfill their dream and develop also their own skills.
Okay.
So it's more, I would say it's more a professional tool. But then the book, it's a self-coaching book, so it's more like for everyone who wants to learn how to use the process in his own life. So yeah, the book is more like for everyone, and the game is more for professionals.
Okay. So can you show us the game, what's in the game, and how you came up with the different
Yeah, I'm
ideas?
curious where the idea came from at first. Like, when did you, is it one day you thought, oh, I'm gonna make this game, or did you do stuff like this in your life by yourself before, and you thought maybe I can help other people and I create this game to help, or how did the idea start?
No, I've never created any game before. I don't play a lot card games. I just like tarot cards, maybe, sometimes you go to see a medium and you like to play tarot cards, but I'm not into games at all. But I am a fan of Maria Montessori, which is one of the first therapists who said that game is one of the best and most powerful way to learn and also to bring change. So that's why I thought, as a coach, maybe it would be interesting to use this medium of the game to help people change and bring some change in their life in the most fast and easy way. So this is how it happened. But I wasn't trying to create a coaching game actually. I was trying more to create a game about self-development. And then it happened. That's all. It's serendipity. I was trying to do something else, and then it happened. It really came to me. It's not me. It's not me going towards the game. It's the game that came to me, and I had insight in a very in a second. And I was playing actually with a card game, one of my daughter, and Pictionary actually. And when I saw the card, I had like an insight, incredible insight, and in maybe in half an hour, I made the prototype.
Wow.
It's like if all the knowledge that I had
It's
accumulated, before for years and years of practice and learning and books readings, etc., came right away just in 1 second in just a simple game. And it was really, it happened in California, so it's very specific, I would say. Also, the vibe here, very creative, very mystical vibe. So I think that it happened also thanks to the vibe, the California vibe. So here is how it is. So it's a coaching process that you use in 5 steps. And so you have a play sheet, which is for the coaching. You have a map, a coaching map, which is for the coach actually, so he can follow the process, the 5 steps process. And there is also an action pad, because coaching is all about taking action. And play your life actually means really being actor of your own life, and also willing to take a risk of, obviously, because if you want to really live your best life, you have to really take a risk, take action and take a risk. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to succeed. You can also fail, but at least you're going to learn something, and that's the most important. So action pad also, and then you have 3 set of cards that I love because they are very kind of magical, I would say. One is for the emotions, feelings. So the main question is, how do I feel in the situation that I'm going through? And then it's another set of cards about needs. What do I need in this situation that I'm going through? And the last one is the most powerful one. It's all about my strength and virtues. Who can I be in this situation? Because most of the time we don't take time to reflect about who I can be in a certain situation. We only think about doing, but we never ask ourselves, before I'm gonna act, who do I want to be in this situation? And it's very powerful. If you ask this question purposefully to yourself, then it can really make a big change in the actions that you're gonna take.
Yeah.
So and the cards are very, very powerful because very often we don't like to express our feelings. At example, mostly men. At example, women we are pretty okay with feelings, but men are not. Or maybe in some corporate environment, it's not easy to talk about your emotions, to share what you feel in a situation. And then when you have the cards that you can use, because you have a lot of words on the cards, and you can really express what you feel, then it's easier because people say, it's not me, the cards are telling it.
Yeah.
It's not just me. There is a medium between you and yourself, and it's helping you to really go to the core of what you feel, who you are, what you need. So that's why the cards are very powerful. But the rest is very powerful too. I would say it's a set, a set. And most of all, the most important is that it's speed coaching game. You have to play this. You have to coach yourself or coach someone in 50 minutes.
In 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So when you start, you have to be. So you say you can use it in your family. You can use it in a corporate environment. So many people can play at once, or is it like each one by one, or how?
You have different settings.
Okay.
You can coach someone, so it's really a one-on-one coaching session. Then you can coach a group of people. Then you can also
you can coach yourself by yourself.
Exactly.
Do it.
Yeah, you can coach yourself, which is very good. As a practice, like meditation, we are talking a lot about like meditation. Practice meditation every day if you want, if you can, like even 5 minutes. Obviously, coaching is more than 5 minutes. Even if it's only 50, it's still 50 minutes. So every day would be difficult, but at least once a month, I would say that it's good. Or every 15 days, every 2 weeks, it's good also, to make a check-in, self-check. Where are you? What do you want? Instead of just waiting, that things are going to happen. No, you can also make them happen just by checking a little bit how you feel, what you need, etc., etc. So there are multiple ways to.
And I know you use it in your own life too.
Yeah.
Do you have like a concrete example of something that was amazing that happened? I mean, I know you do.
Yeah. I have many situations. Yeah, I have one very positive and one very negative. I mean, it's really when I used to live in Los Angeles, like 3 years ago, my husband had an opportunity to go back to Switzerland, and I did not want to. So I told him, please, before you take your decision, because it's very powerful. It's a very powerful tool to make decision. And I told him, please, before you take the decision, you make your own decision, play your life. No, I don't want to. You should. No, I don't want to. He told me. He said, okay. So he did not. And we went back to Switzerland, and we were very, very unhappy. And he realized that it was really a bad decision he took, or at least not the one that made him happy. So this was the very negative
So
one.
then he learned his lesson.
Yeah,
Now
he learned
he's
his
like,
lesson.
next
Exactly.
time I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna play the game.
Exactly. This is what happens. So now every time he needs to make a decision, he said, no, okay, before I step back a little bit, take a little bit of time and let's play first, and then I will make the decision. But you make it on purpose. It's all about, a matter of consciousness. So if you put a lot of consciousness in what you do, so then there is no way for you to make it wrong or to go in the wrong direction. You can only go in the right direction, because at least in that moment, you're pretty sure that you took the right decision. So yeah. And then lastly, I made a decision with the game before coming back to Los Angeles. I found a house, and it was really like unexpected. And I said, should I do this or not? Is it the right time? It was in the COVID situation, right in the middle of the beginning of the COVID, like 2-3 months after. And I said, look, my dream is just to go back to LA. I was living in Washington at that time, DC. And I said, my dream is just to go back to LA. If that house came to me, maybe it's a sign that I should go. Because it's so easy, when it happens to you and it's so easy, it appears to be clear.
Meant to be.
It's meant to be, right? But then I'm a lot into the alchemist story.
Yeah.
So, and I thought, this is right, I should go. But then I said, well, I'm living here, my husband works here, so what should I do? It's not like easy, and I'm not going to pay 2 houses. I don't have the money. And I said, okay, let's play and take a decision. And we took the decision and we said, okay, let's go. And it's been now almost a year that we are here. And COVID situation is not ended. And my husband is still working remotely. And we are happy. So I don't know what is going to happen in 6 months, if we're going to go back to Washington, D.C. or whatever. What the future will bring to me, but at least
but for now,
it's
positive
decision that I made, right? I really took a risk, but it was a very good risk that I took. So I really played my life, and I'm happy to have them. So
I think it's good, the idea of taking risk and reminding, because it's so easy to just stay in your comfort zone and not do anything, and you're okay. Oh yeah, you have enough of this, enough of that. You're okay, and you don't want to go further. So this is good.
So now you form coaches too.
Yeah, a lot of coaches, therapists, a lot of psychologists. I teach them how to use the process, and I have now trained maybe 300 coaches or psychologists or across the world, like in France, Switzerland, Belgium, United States, and Canada as well. So I'm pretty happy.
So and the people, the general population, they can still buy your game.
No, it's more like a professional tool. So usually they don't buy it because it's all
the book.
But the book, they can buy the book and they can learn how to coach themselves.
Okay.
So it's a beginning, because you can do it with the book, because in the book there is also the tool, but in version which is different. It's not like cards or whatever, but at least you can be initiated to the process, and it's a self-development book also, so you can learn a lot about yourself, about life as well, because it's a book about life and about ourselves as a humanity also, and where we are going as a humanity.
So I'm curious about your journey to become a life coach, because I remember hearing a little bit about it, but I think it's a very interesting story because it's the same thing. You took a risk, if I remember well.
I think it was just meant to be. It was my ikigai. We say it's a Japanese way to see that it was your mission. It was my mission. But when I was young, I was interested in many things, and I went to study political sciences, which was okay for me, but my true mission wasn't there. So it was more in the field of education, therapy, healing, spirituality as well. So, and I had a cancer. I was 30 years old, and I had a cancer, and so I realized it was like a wake-up call. I realized, look, you are 38, and what are you going to do? And so I had a cancer, and at the same time I was pregnant, and my boss told me, it was 2008, so it was the big crisis at that time, and he told me, I need to fire you. I don't have any more money. It was a very small company, and so I was losing everything. My health, because I could die with the cancer. At the same time, I was having a baby, so it was a new beginning, and I was losing my job. So I said, oh, okay, it's quite interesting as a wake-up call, good one. And I told my husband, look, I could go again, and look for a regular job, like as I was doing, interesting, but not the one that will fulfill my soul. I told him, really, like this. So, like, in few minutes, I said, I'm going to become a coach. I'm going to do what I was meant to do for years, but I'm going to do it now. So yeah, I went. I put all my money in the study, the one that I had, because it was quite expensive to take a certification. And I did it. I studied again for 1 year. I did not have any more, revenue, no more money. So, but I was okay. It was one of the most happier time of my life. No money, but I was fulfilled inside. So that's always, the problem that we are facing right now, right? Like, what should I choose? Like, my personal fulfillment, like spirituality, or my material fulfillment, so capitalism. That's the. But at that time, I did that choice, and so, and then everything, like, and then Los Angeles came to me. We moved to Los Angeles, and the game came to me. So you see, it was all meant to be. I just had to, be willing to take a risk and go to explore a new dimension of myself and of my professional development.
So do you believe that each person has
an ikigai?
Or something where that they're supposed to do? I mean, I struggle with that. We've talked about it many times. But do you believe that? But it can change, I'm sure. During the lifetime.
Exactly. During the lifetime, it can really change. So you can have multiple ikigai, not only one. But everyone has an ikigai. But I would say that the very first one that we all have is just to play our life. That's the ikigai. That's the mission for everyone on earth. Play your life. That's all we are asking you. You're on earth, so play your life. Make the most of it. Don't care, as we say in the US, like, you get what you get and you don't get upset. So don't, arrive at like the end of your life saying, I have some regrets, I could have done this and that. But you didn't play your life. So this is the ikigai for everyone. And then obviously some people, they also have like a kind of a mission, that it's not only about themselves, it's really about like the whole community. And also sometimes we also tend to undervalue an ikigai, like maybe if you are just taking care of your family, taking care of your husband, taking care of your, or if you're man, taking care of your spouse anyway, but taking care also of your kids, growing your own kids, being very present. This is an ikigai. It can be an ikigai too. But so it's not just about professional fulfillment. This must be clear, because sometimes we undervalue very, very simple things. But if you take good care of your kids, then you're gonna be part of the happiness, and you're gonna bring into the world a very stable adult. So that's very important. It's a very important mission, because we have a lot of psychopaths right now in the world. But it's all about, because maybe they did not have a lot of love when they were kids, and they did not have attention. because you have to go there and there, make money, and think more. So yeah, ikigai it's not only professional.
Yeah, it's more like a life fulfillment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's the ikigai for me.
Yeah. So, can you give us like I mean, I know you can't talk about, clients, but like a general thing, a revelation that people have when they play and, they realize things that they didn't necessarily know or they didn't want to admit to themselves maybe?
Oh yeah, this happens every day, every time. Every time you have a session with this tool, it's very powerful. So it brings a lot of awareness, self-awareness about your own limits and what you are not willing to see about yourself. But the biggest revelations most of them have, I would say, it's about pleasure, joy. They realize that they can see life again as a game, not only as a pain.
I think we take so much things seriously.
Exactly.
I know, I do.
Oh yeah.
We grew up with like.
Because we are French.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's
like
why.
the homework, the school, everything
Exactly.
is very serious. You have to
Yes.
be the best, and nothing, no play. You play maybe after if you have time, but first you gotta do this. And it's like,
Well,
and then we grow up, and then we forget, and everything becomes so serious, and everything is like
A pain.
yeah. And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, it's like it's good to like remind yourself that it's your life and you can enjoy it too. You can,
and not,
like you said, don't get to the end of your life and be like, oh my God, I could have done this, this.
And I remember an anecdote because Luca was in a French school, and I remember the director of the French school here in the US saying, it's very funny when you see French parents dropping their kids off to school, they say, work well today, and when you see American parents, they say, have fun today.
Yeah.
And so it's exactly that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's so interesting also that you came up with this game in French at first.
Because I think that French people
I think we all suffered from
Trauma.
It's trauma of like, okay,
trauma.
now we have our kids and we're like, please have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy your life,
just enjoy, exactly.
It's
because it's too painful.
Yeah.
I mean, envisioning life as a conflict, a battle, or no, it's not possible. And also, French people, we are very deep thinkers, right? And sometimes it's too much. I mean, we need to stop thinking. That's not good. We also have just to be present in the here
for
and
the
now.
French people that watch us, enjoy some moments and take time to like.
Yeah, just be fun, and make it fun. And we can also be serious, but without taking ourselves seriously. That's a very big difference, And this is something that I've learned from America, actually, from especially here in LA, because it's all about fun, but it doesn't mean that people are not serious. They are, but they take, they know how to balance it.
Exactly. I noticed this too a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Since I moved here, I lived in New York first and then LA. But it's, I got that remark from a lot of people that were American to me, because I would feel guilty if I take time off, and I'm like, I gotta study. Come on, let's just, And it's true. It's a good reminder.
So that's the biggest revelation. That joy, fun. Please make it a game, and you will see that everything will be easier. And
even work
kind
is
of
easier
magic.
if you just
exactly. Most of the time now that I'm doing this, I don't feel that I'm working. I obviously I do, but I don't feel it like work. I feel it like something very fun to do, very also useful. So it's a contribution.
Yeah.
Also, when you play your life, you really become a contribution to the world.
Yeah.
You're not like just wasting your time or making people waste their time. You are really becoming a contribution. So, and it makes really a difference, you know, in the trajectory of humanity.
Yeah.
So yeah, whether you choose to be in the joy and the fun, whether you choose to be, you know, in the pain and you know, scary feelings, you know, it's gonna make a big difference. So I'm trying to
Get people,
get people,
and it makes the world a better world for everybody.
And
I think you can see it even in any type of jobs, because of course we need everyone, of course, you know, postal workers and you know, everyone else, and but you can see the way people are in their lives, and some people just have joy and do, even if it's something that's redundant, they do it with a lot of joy and probably purpose.
Yeah, and probably
because
purpose. Exactly.
There's purpose in everything.
In everything.
Yeah.
Look, think about the postman. You know, sometimes they are bringing maybe a gratitude letter. Can you imagine? It's going to bring joy to someone.
Yeah.
You know, and they are carrying it.
Yeah.
So, and you know, they know probably that there is a purpose in what they are doing, and they are bringing joy, and so that's very important.
Yeah.
Putting purpose, consciousness, and purpose in whatever we do, I would say that it's a key also. But for this, you have to be present.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of time, you know, thinking about it, not too deeply.
Not
too deeply. You know. To me, that's the point. I would say. So joy, fun and joy.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, I don't know if you have any.
No, I think it's
yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
I think it's a great way to end it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just
bring
joy and purpose to your life.
Purpose to your life.
Take risks.
Yeah.
Take risk and just play your life.
Play your life.
And if you think that you are playing your life, then it's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah.
Because magic will happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you're the actor
Exactly.
of your own life.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.